I've always been fascinated by banana plants, and I remember that I most of the time had one as a house plant, but of course it never survived and it would never make a flower, but it was always beautiful to watch the leaves unfold. And now I grow them as plenty in my garden, and I'm still fascinated by these plants that are basically not trees, they are actually gigantic herbs. And it was also the first thing that I planted to start my food forest many years ago, and the plant is still alive, or basically the shoots of this plant, because if you plant one banana tree you end up with many banana trees, as the young shoots will spread out of the ground, and if the old banana tree dies back, those will give the new bananas. And by now I have an abundance of delicious bananas in my garden that I appreciate a lot. To watch these big flowers appear and the fruits grow out is impressive, and there is something magical about this transformation from the flower to the fruit. And the banana plant is truly an amazing plant, not only because of the delicious fruits, but also because you can use all the parts of the plant. One way to use the stem is by making banana stem juice. This makes a really hydrating summer drink. And the leaves can be used as plates, or there is one more way I like to use the leaves is to make some seed pots for the nursery, and they work really well instead of plastic pots. And basically the whole tree that has been cut down can be used as mulch for the trenches, and they provide really the best mulch. I think if you live in the tropics and you want to grow vegetables, then grow bananas, just because of the mulch, because there is always a tree to cut down, or you can cut them down and they will grow back. So basically it's almost a chop and drop, and it makes perfect compost, and it will build the soil in the garden and provide the vegetables with nutrients. And then there is of course also the banana flower, which is edible, and this one I will bring to my neighbor and she will fry it up or make some vegetable cutlets with it.
Anne var bu. Anne var bu.
Usually I would harvest the bananas when the first one turns yellow, but sometimes the trees fall and then I have to take them. But even then, most of the time, in a couple of days, they will be ripe.
That's another tree that fell last night. The bananas. They're pretty big, but I would never take them in this stage. I would leave them till the first one turns yellow, and then I will harvest them. So I don't know why these banana trees, they grow so high and then many of them, they crash. Sometimes I support them, but I don't have enough sticks to support all of the banana trees. These are actually the cooking bananas, the plantains, but they will ripen and then they are delicious also as sweet bananas.
And I really learned to appreciate bananas here in India. Before in the West I didn't like bananas at all, but that's because I never tried a tree ripened banana. And now I eat them every day and they're a big part of my diet. And I got quite a few different types of bananas here and each one tastes different, so you never get bored of it actually. And with the leaves you can also make banana leaf cones for delicious banana ice cream. It's just one ingredient and everybody who comes to the house or helps me in the garden of course gets an ice cream. Now if I have more bananas that I can eat and more that I can put in my freezer, then I have to process them in another way. So I will do some food processing today, and this here is how ripe bananas should look like. They should peel off easily, and like this they have no starch in it. They are sweet and delicious to eat and easy to digest. And the banana peel of course goes into the compost. And right now I don't have a really good compost system. I still bury it into my other compost and add some leaves. So I will dehydrate the bananas and I will do it in 3 different ways. One of it is by making ginger candies. I just marinate them in lemon and ginger and put them on the trays. And then I also marinated a few with my last passion fruits from the tree. I prefer fresh bananas, but of course these are just great to store and to give as gifts or just to have in the house. And then I just made some plain bananas as well. And I still have some bananas to cut up and I want to make an experiment. This is an old spice tree. It's still small, but the leaves, they taste like cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, anise. And I just blended them up with 1 banana and marinated them. So these are some ways I use this wonderful plant, and I'm sure there are like many more ways you can use this plant.
Just walked through the garden and then recently 1 banana tree fell here and the bananas were really tiny. So I threw them into the trench because I thought they were not ripen, but now I see I have a bunch of yellow bananas here in this trench. Well, they are yellow on top, on the other side they are green, but I have to try one. They're super sweet. Could I discover them? Wow. I'm gonna take them in. Baby bananas.